mm, the best to me, maybe it's not true to you, but for me to start writing a proposal after you have understood, yeah, or chosen, after you have chosen a topic, so what you do and understood the basic structure of the proposal, right? So what you should do next is search for a questionnaire, especially quantitative research. For quantitative research, you search by reading other journal papers or in books on the topic of your proposal. Then in those papers you will find some questionnaires. Some papers, they attach questionnaires in the paper. So you extract, yeah, you take out the questionnaire and see how you can actually uh, modify or improvise, yeah, the questionnaire for your proposal, right? Well, I have already done one. Let's see, okay. There's two of my students are doing something on online learning, okay. One is not in our class, so I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you our WhatsApp, okay. So you can see what I mean by you start by coming up with a questionnaire first, right? So let's see this. All right. Well, if you come up with a questionnaire first, or you choose a questionnaire, then adapt the questionnaire and you send to me, and I can check for you whether the questionnaire suits your topic or it answers your intended research questions or not. Okay, like this, yeah, you can see, right? Amira, yeah, she sent a questionnaire to me, and so I can see from the questionnaire, yeah, what is wrong? Is there any spelling mistakes? So I can, page by page, correct what has gone wrong or what did she do wrong. And I also can advise you whether it needs more question, or or you need to take out certain things. Yeah. All right. So you can see, and from the questionnaire, from your questionnaire, we can actually, like, like draw your conceptual framework. See, I can see from the questions in your questionnaire, I can come up with your proposal's conceptual framework. So later on, when you are doing your conceptual framework, it will not be difficult, because you see your research objectives and your conceptual framework and the questions in your questionnaire has to be in line. Okay, see, all right. So for those who are doing quantitative research, if you can come up with a questionnaire which answers the research question in your proposal, the earlier the better, and you can personally send it to me and I can check for you. And then what we do then is actually we look back at the chapter 3 template, right? See, and we start writing. What do we write? Aiman, can you please help me? Hello, Yani. Hello, Atika. So what do we write? See, template. Aiman, can you please help me, man? I want both picture and my screen to come together. I want all these pictures, macam yesterday, the small pictures down and then my screen at the back.
You didn't even press screen share tadi.
Really?
Oh, that's the thing.
I pressed already.
Okay. Oh, seperti kita ada ni.
You mean all this while, Yani and Atika, you cannot see my screen share?
Yes.
Shake your head. Yes or no? Oh my God.
No.
You never record, that's the thing.
Oh my God.
Kau batas.
Okay.
Tadi ask tadi you. Oh, tu.
Alright. It's recording.
Oh, my son.
Okay. Hi. Hello. Okay. I'm just.
Hi.
Yeah, but you can hear me, right? The last time, and you can see my
Yes.
face, right?
Yes.
Right.
Right, ma'am.
No.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. I was just sharing just now, sharing my WhatsApp with Nur Amira, yeah, because she has done her questionnaire, and then if you're doing quantitative research design, you are doing quantitative, and you have already chosen your questionnaire or done your questionnaire on Google form or physical questionnaire, you can post it. I mean, you can send it to me via WhatsApp or email, and I can check. Okay, so I can check of things like spelling error, things like you should be taken out or what you should add in, like questions especially. Yeah, I can sort of know what you're trying to answer. That is actually your research questions, and whether you have sufficient questions or not in the questionnaire. So I will suggest to add questions. I will suggest, I give you example of questions, ask you to think of more questions, like and from there I can also I can also build for you your conceptual framework. See, so the conceptual framework, the research questions, and your questions in the questionnaire has to be in line. So from the questions of a questionnaire, I can sort of build for you your conceptual framework. If I can do that, means your question is correct. Okay? So when you do your questions, you always have to refer back to your research questions. And when you do a questionnaire, you always have to refer back to your question, to your research questions. Okay? So that's that. And then I also asked us to go back to research template. Yeah, and I told you all just now that your chapters has to start with introduction and ends with conclusion. Yeah, all the 3 chapters has to start. Yeah, they have to start with introduction 3.1 and 3 point something for conclusion. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, I will later show you an example. Maybe I can show you one now. Okay, we are doing chapter 3. Okay, look at this example. Yeah, this is my past students. Yeah, my past students. This is, but you are doing only. I was sharing chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3. All right. See, introduction. See, introduction here. All right. Yeah, and then it ends with conclusion. Okay, What does introduction? What do you write in your introduction? What do you write in your introduction? Yeah, like every time I teach teaching, what do you write? You have to have a thesis statement. What is the thesis statement? Thesis statement is a sentence which tells briefly what is your body of the text about. So it's the same here. What is introduction? It sorts of tell you what the chapter is about. So let's look here. What is introduction? Okay, this chapter focus is given into the research design, which include population and sampling. This chapter explains the process of data collection, blah blah blah. You see, its introduction is like one simple paragraph which tells us what is to be expected when the reader of your proposal reads on. Okay, and what is a conclusion? What do you write in your conclusion? All right, see. Okay, okay, whatever you have discussed, yeah, it's like to conclude your chapter. Okay, so this chapter discuss blah, but in a proposal you write in the conclusion, this chapter will discuss, because you, yeah, so it's like, you know, this is a proposal, you haven't done the research yet. Okay, you will use the methodologies to discuss the methodology that will be used in the research. Okay, so are you clear about the introduction and the conclusion? I repeat, each chapter has to start with an introduction and ends with a conclusion. Okay, now let's look at the template again. Okay, so it is my concern that you start the proposal, the writing of the proposal as soon as possible. Because I don't want you to, like, you know, menggelabah, you know, all stressed out in the last 4 weeks of the semester, especially now since we don't know when this work from home period will end. So start. I suggest that you go and search your questionnaire for your proposal first, and then you start writing. Then you start writing introduction, research design, okay, population and sampling. What is your population and sampling? How are you going to collect a data? Okay, data analysis, conclusion. Then in your proposal later, you will have to put in your questionnaire, yeah, in the appendix, so that next semester, when next semester starts, you can start next semester by distributing your questionnaire. In fact, if you are hardworking and your networking is good, you can, if you have done the questionnaire, you have showed it to me and I have approved it, you can actually send in or give out your questionnaire. So you have ample time. So you can sort of like adjust your population, like more people answer, right? Okay. So again, yeah, we are going to do chapter 3 first. You are not leaving chapter 2. You still have to search for articles and you still have to do your literature table. But in where writing is concerned, students, you have to do chapter 3 first, okay? Chapter 3, methodology, introduction, research design. Don't forget research design, what is it? Whether your design is qualitative or quantitative or mixed research design. If you have both quantitative and qualitative, then you say your research design is a mix. Yeah, it's a mixed research design with population and sampling, yeah, convenience or population, the whole UPNM, or you want the whole undergraduate students in Malaysia, or you want just your own faculty, or you want just your own class, okay? And sampling, how is sampling done? Convenient sampling by choosing everybody, or a random, Yeah, I told you some ways to do random sampling, or there's stratified sampling too. When you know there's like you like so many, you have a few faculties. How do you choose? You want your research to can be used for all faculties, but you cannot choose all faculties. So what you do is you do stratified sampling. Yeah. Okay. And then data collection. How do you collect data? Is it through questionnaire? Do you go interview, or you don't have data to collect, or you just analyzing text, yeah, from books, or you do content analysis? Okay. Then data analysis. Okay. Data analysis is where you tell us with your item, yeah, data collection item or instrument. Okay, how are you going to analyze? Yeah, I'm sure you will say that I'm going to use SPSS version 23, but what are the tests in SPSS version 23? The t-test. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, this is right. So what she does is, you see, data analysis. Yeah, see what she used for data analysis, the test. She does descriptive analysis. Yeah, for especially demographic data of respondents. And then she also explained reliability, comma alpha. Yeah, your questions has to be reliable. Your questions have to be reliable. So what we do is we do the comma alpha coefficient test. I'll show you later. Okay. Then she does inferential statistics analysis. What is the test under inferential analysis? Pearson correlation. I've taught you how to do Pearson correlation. So you explain what is descriptive analysis. Okay, what is mean table of mean score, table of Cronbach, and then when you do Pearson correlation, the marks, the value that you get, yeah, what value means what, all right. Okay, then she also did thematic analysis. This is qualitative analysis, means from the text that she gathered, she reads all and this, you know, pick out certain themes from respondents' answers. Qualitative. We will learn this qualitative analysis from week 8 until end of the semester. Qualitative. Okay. So, So, I think that's all that I want to share with you today. Yeah, of how you have to start doing your proposal by starting on chapter 3. Yeah, not only writing, and I would like to advise all of you to go and find questionnaires first for those who are doing quantitative research. Yeah, the questionnaire you can either do a pen paper one, I mean a physical pen paper one, yeah, in words, or you can do a Google form, online questionnaire, which I will recommend that you do Google form. Okay, all right. So I meant, how am I to listen? My student, this one.
Oh, you're not even wearing it. That's the problem.
Okay, I want to hear Atika's voice. Atika.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you know what to do?
Yes, I know.
Chapter?
Chapter 3.
Start writing chapter 3, and then if you are doing quantitative, you will go and search for questionnaire first. This whole week, this cuti mid semester, ya, cari, and then kalau dah dapat, you send it to me. Okay, we will have personal discussion. All right. Okay, Yani know what to do?
Yes, ma'am.
You are doing quantitative also, right?
I'm doing mixed, ma'am. Mixed
Okay.
research.
Okay, so the quantitative part, you are doing it through questionnaire, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so choose the questionnaire. Yeah, you can either put it on Google Form, then you show to me, then we will improvise on it. All right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, could there be like an example of how to do the thesis? Because I've started with chapter 1.
Mm-mm.
I'm like halfway through, so I thought if I could like see an example of the how to do the proposal, maybe.
You mean to say, can I share with you what I have just now on to Yanis thesis? Yanis is your, not your immediate senior. She's yeah, your senior. Yes, I can share with you. Yeah, I'll send you personally. Do you want also, Atika? Do you
Yes.
want? Yes. Shall I send it to everybody?
Yes, ma'am. Sure,
Yeah.
ma'am.
All
Yeah,
right.
maybe I'll send it through WhatsApp. Yeah.